you about my impressions about what I have seen about the new edition that is coming from Warhammer 40,000. This is the 9th edition. I've been in Warhammer 40,000 since the 2nd edition, almost the beginning of the 2nd edition, and I have played all the editions up to now. So yeah, I think this 9th edition is going to be a change like we have in the past, from 6 to 7, or even from the 4th to 5 and the 3 to 4. So this is not a change, a radical change that we have we have seen from 7 to 8, right? And this is good. This is good. I guess it's going to be more or less similar to what we have faced in Age of Sigmar, where we start with the edition 1 and now the 2nd edition with more add-ons on the game, but we can still use the old books until they are renewed, and you are not forced to change radically all the rules and so on. So the books are still playable for at least for some more time. So, but the summary they make, or just the explanation they make about some of the changes that are coming, they look quite interesting to me. Well, the first thing they talk is about that the rules are the best ever. I guess so. They always think that they have the best ever rules. If not, why you change the edition, right? But the thing is that they also share that they have they have a lot of playtesting now with community out of the Games Workshop to give feedback, and they try to implement that. And this is something that we have seen a lot. And yeah, it's for casual players it's a little bit too much sometimes, but I can understand that from competitive you need to keep the rules updated and try to modify when something is not working. Rules that looks interesting to me. It's first, I like the campaign rules, so I hope I can play them. I like a lot this trying that they are creating like experience or abilities that you can give to characters. I don't know if you. So I'm really interested to see that. Is going to be something similar to what we see in Necromunda, or things like what we see in Warcry on some of these other games, where you can give abilities to characters and so on. So this is something that is interesting to me. I also think it's a good move that the tanks can finally shoot in close combat, or when they are stuck in close combat. I think it's silly that a tank that have some guys on attacking him, and yeah, he cannot shoot anymore until he get out of combat, and if surrounded that he cannot shoot the rest of the game. I think this is quite stupid, that the Gretchen can have this, some infantry can have this impact on the tank. The terrain more interactive. I think one of the things I'm missing in Warhammer 40,000 is that the terrain have very little to say most of the time. So it's a nice decoration, but it's sometimes it's all or nothing, right? So yeah, you have the +1 to armor. This can be interesting, but really normally you look for trying to block a line of sight, and or you have it or not have it, and it's quite. I hope there is more rules and more interactions there. So something that I also want to see. Yeah, I guess to talk about the fast strike and all this deep strike, sorry, and the reserves. So let's see what happened there. Not something that I would say that I think the last version for me was good. When we start 8th was to Alpha Strike, and I think then they balanced too much to the opposite, where the reserves were almost useless. I think now that they come in turn 2 where you want, it's quite good. So I'm not sure what they want to do there and how they want to modify that. It seems that the flyers will have rules similar to 7th edition, 6th edition, so they can fly again out of the battlefield. For me this makes sense. I don't know why the flyers should be able to and cross a battlefield several times in a battle, right? They should be supersonic, super fast. If you compare the speed of a jet versus a tank today, right? A tank we talk about 80 kilometers per hour, while a jet we're talking about hundreds of kilometers per hour, or if not 1,000 kilometers per hour, right? So it means that one is a factor 10 of the other. So if a tank is moving can move up to, I don't know, but let's put 15 inches. A player should be able to move at least 150 inches, right? So in a game, so this should be the scale that we should look for, and this is what makes sense. Then what else we have? I think that these are things. I also like a lot the new Necrons, what is coming. Most likely in this channel you will see the unboxing. I will take, I'm pretty sure, almost 100% sure that I will buy the new starter kit. I will do unboxing and I will do paintings on them. So this will be my second wave of Necrons. I always keep the old miniatures that I have in my collection. I never sell them. So I will have 2 generations of Necrons, a small army, and mainly will be to play Kill Team. Wondering how this will impact as well Kill Team. We are going to have more units in Kill Team and so on. So this will be also interesting to see if Kill Team will also be modified or not. But so I'm quite excited about what you see. I think it's positive. I also, one thing that I'm really interested about is the app to make a list. So, and the point that if you buy the physical codex, you have access to the rules of the codex in the app. I think this is key, right? I like a lot. I prefer normally paper books to read. I don't like to read on screens. I don't like to be reading on tablets and so on, or mobile, or cell phone is impossible to read. It's too small for me right now. So I like really books. I like to read on the books, and I really like that I can have access to the app without if I buy the codex. So I can have access to the rules of the codex in the app. So this is something interesting. Really looking forward to see what we have. I see something similar to what we have in Age of Sigmar. It's going to be good enough for me, right? I think the application we have on Age of Sigmar in the community website, it's good. It's where I do all my army lists, and I'm pretty happy how it's working so far. So. And yeah, quite excited, but what I expect is something very similar to what we have faced from Age of Sigmar version 1 or edition 1 to edition 2. So it's going to be similar. I think Age of Sigmar is being the playtest as well for Warhammer 40,000. Warhammer 40,000 is going, I think it's 2 years behind Age of Sigmar in terms of releases. And I think it's a way that the Games Workshop can learn from what they do in Age of Sigmar and reapply what it works and neglect what is not working in Warhammer 40,000. So exciting times in front. I stop here the rambling, but so far quite excited on what is coming. And yeah, I will not do more reaction than that. I will say I just wanted to share my opinion. I don't do lives about and spending hours talking about Warhammer 40,000 and what are the new rules. What I will suggest everybody is, yeah, just keep looking from time to time in the community. This is where we have the news. We are going to have a lot of leaks of pictures, a lot of leaks and desires from other people. So be careful and really check what is confirmed by Games Workshop, and avoid the desires of our people can influence what is really coming. So that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments below your opinion about Warhammer 40,000. Are you excited now about the next edition? And so far, that's all for now. So as usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.